Good late evening, peoples. Let's jump in here on Coney and Coin. So what happened? Well, 2.48% up for Coin. We were up 2.52 in Coney. But boy, Coney has got a lot of synthetic losses they're trying to move out of. So let's take a look here and I'll show you the 4 Coney trades. And they're all similar to what they've been doing. Going into this, they had another 12,000 of their 250. Well, when they're trading at 194, they're way, way away from those. So instead of just writing out there when they want to do it, they're really just closing them out, which is the right thing to do because they have an 8/16 expiration. So they did another 5,000. When they close them out, cost them a lot. So at least they go and write one at 210, which is reachable in the near future, in theory, right? If coin's going to keep going up. So, but on this one, they lose $59 per contract. Here, they're gaining 19, right? 18 and a quarter. So they're losing more than they're gaining, but it's inevitable. So they might as well stick it in the loss for this month and just continue. So even though there were some shares bought, you see this big minus in the cash because they've shoved the money on the evening of going, on the declaration of putting that money in there. And then on 8/7, the market opens ex-dividend down lower. And the distributor, the title or whoever actually distributes the money, I forget which one of their sub-advisors in YIELDMAX, actually Foresight, I think, but don't hold me to that. Just like Jay and Zega do the option trading as a sub-advisor, they have a sub-advisor who distributes the cash. So anyway, those are the ones that goes and pays us in Schwab and iBroker and E-Trade and Fidelity and Robinhood, etc., etc. Right. And for you Canadians, I'm not sure which one's Quest, something else. So everybody has a broker, and the brokers that support these funds that you can buy them in, they receive the money from this distribution partner, and hence you get paid. Okay, guys, let's follow suit. So obviously a little bit of extra cash here, 175,000 shares. They're just holding on because Coney's paying us $1 when they clearly didn't earn $1. So the cash is coming out of the fund, and they're doing everything they can to get it set up if coin can move in the future to earn legitimate money going forward. So we'll see this thing drop by the dollar that they're paying us, right? Come 8/7, at least in pre-market, and then it does whatever it's going to do in the market day. All right, so let's get into the weekly. Since they didn't add any, we still have the same amount of contracts, but let me go out and show you on the synthetic. So this is the big ugly, right? This is the one where they closed 5,000 contracts. See, they're a minus. They've been doing 16, 4, 5, and they got 5 more, and then they're done. Actually, sorry, they got 7,000 more. So I meant 5,000, but they have another 7,000, and then they're done. You can see here that this total of, 32,000 is what they need to get rid of, and they've only gotten rid of 24,000. Or sorry, 25,000. So hence the 7,000. But look at this. Every time they do this, this one cost them 22 million. This one cost them 29 million, right? So these millions just keep adding up down here. So now I'm done on my accounting for Coney for this month, but look at this July loss in this. Now what they do over in is 117. So in the 210, This one's out to 920. So that's where they're going with all their new synthetic monies. And they'll do the same thing when they take the 7,150 that are remaining and go put them in the 210. But we got to get up to 210 and get above, right? And this one actually now is up slightly, right? So we moved up yesterday to 194. So when that gets there, we're at break even in that, but break even's not any good. But we're showing profits here because we're underneath it and we're able to buy something for almost 7 million, but sell the put for 6 million. But that gain of 9 million doesn't offset the 30 something million that we're losing. So we got a little bit more of that to endure, guys. I mean, getting behind the eight ball is not fun on these synthetics. Um, Tesla can tell you that for sure. Last year and going into the early part of this year, hence the reverse split. I don't think that'll happen, but hey, it could, right? If Coney gets behind the eight ball. But the reverse split is just an accounting function, but it's a sign that you've reached a very low level. So let's hope that BTC and Coin pull us out of this. All right, so we have those. We pretty much invalidated, for the most part, our inverse head and shoulders. But like I said, it's still a bull flag. We would have come down here and now we're getting back up close to the 200. So it's almost like you have a double low, which is another pattern. But in general, it's a bull flag unless it drops below the, really 150, 175. And we didn't get that low. We touched the low 180s and bounced. So it will be interesting going forward, no question. All right, let's go look at holdings. Again, that always tells us a lot. So we actually, what I've been doing is I've been tracking the 250 because that was the big loss. And then lately, I've been adding these together. So we came right back up a little bit better, right? We came up to 76 versus 84 because we bounced. Um, but it's still a big ugly. And these are all getting better. I mean, honestly, with this one, I don't see any reason why they didn't take it off the table on Tuesday. I mean, at 13 cents, you've got 205,000 to gain and you're collecting 6.1 altogether. Just take it off. I mean, do I think that coin's going to run up to 232? But I wouldn't leave it either. I don't need the 205,000. I could write another contract out much closer and get a million. But even if I didn't, I just take it off, right? This one is very small. They could take it off as well. So I see no reason, unless this thing goes to 1410 and just really runs up. Again, I said it yesterday, just take them off the table. For that matter, if this one gets over 90%, take it off the table. I mean, just don't leave things out there to chance. I've learned that over many, 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 many years of selling puts or selling calls like this and going, oh, well, it's never going to get there. And, 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10, that miracle happens and runs up. And then you're like, whoa, you know, be safe. Don't be sorry. All right, that's my 2 cents. I'll move on. All right, so again, when we close, we show, actually, I need to make this, why are the net assets? Did I update those? 644, sorry guys. Let me flip on my other monitor to this. I have, nope, I didn't update it. I knew that it should show 21448 750. Okay, that should work. I knew I put the right ones. Yep. So the 1530 is showing exactly the dollar being taken out. Remember, it could be 1526 or 1535 and it didn't sync perfect. It's rarely they sync even, but this is exactly the dollar they're paying out. And that's as it should be. Okay, guys, let's go to payouts. That's all that's left, right? Again, this was an ugly month, right? Because the synthetic loss on the 5,000 of 12,000. So we still have another 7,000, and that's going to roll into our next accounting month when they take that off. And so we're going to start over here with money in the negative. But again, we won't have any short call income in the negative. Um, I'll take the wins and put them in this month when we close them out. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you. So we're off to a new month. Everybody knows we got a dollar. We didn't really earn it, obviously, but I'm happy we got paid for it. Coney has a high enough IV and is centered around coin and crypto, and that should remain volatile but positive on the upside as well. Okay, guys, this is Bruce in Targeted Wealth saying good evening. I hope tomorrow your trading day brings you the kinds of things you're looking for, your work day, whatever you're involved in. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. For fun and entertain. Hope you were entertained. Bye, peoples.